So I take a plastic bag like this and I roll it up, about an inch width. And then I take it and I fold it up. And I cut off the end of the bag where the handles are, like that. And I cut off the end where it's sealed. And then I fold it up. And I usually do a neater job than this, because if you don't do it right, then you kind of lose your circles. But you fold it up so you end up with, about an inch wide circles. And when you cut it, so I take it and I cut it. And I'll do this one here first. And I'll cut it on this end so all of the folds are cut. And I'll fold it one more time. And then when you're done, what you end up with are about an inch wide loop. And these loops can be linked together to make your material for crocheting bags. And if you're a crocheter, it's the same thing you would do for any standard project. You would start your little knot thing and make a chain of knots, and then you'd start working on that. But anyway, I'm not a very good crocheter, and I'm not very experienced with it, but nevertheless, I just started making my own bags, and I ended up, over a couple of years, creating 2 sacks that I'm pretty happy with, that I just made totally freehand, free figuring as far as the pattern. I just made it as on the fly, and I think they came out pretty good. So I'll show them to you here in just a second. So my first bag was this basket that took me quite a bit of time to make, because it's very, very fine crocheting. I used a very small needle, and you can see I made the bottom first, and then once I had the size of the bottom that I decided I liked, then I started building the sides up. And when it was all done, I separately made these handles. And you can see these handles are, I just decided however long I wanted to make them, and I made them about an inch wide. And then I crocheted them on with plastic. So you can see that they were crocheted on as well as stitched on with some plastic. But anyway, it's a very handy little bag and very sturdy, very sturdy. So that was my first project. My second project was what I can call I guess you could call it a backpack. But anyway, I started again with the bottom and just crocheted the size of the bottom that I wanted. You can see that here. And then I started building upward. So I have a very large basket-sized backpack. I mean, I can stuff a lot of clothes in here. And then once I had the bag figured out as far as how big I wanted it, then I added on the closure, made it as wide as the bag, and fixed it so that when it's full, it'll come on over, and then I can put, I stitched on with dental floss these pieces of industrial Velcro, and you can see that they all line up. So I have this backpack that I can fill up, and it's closed with industrial strength Velcro. And the red that you see right around here is model airplane paint, because I figured if I didn't cover the dental floss with some kind of paint or something, maybe nail polish would have worked as well, I figured it would get ripped up by the Velcro, because when you sew them on, they're really hard to keep the dental floss from getting caught up in the Velcro. There's other ways I could have done it. I could have done some kind of a loop thing with a button, but I figured Velcro would work pretty easily. So that was this project. Oh, and then I sewed on the backpack's shoulder straps with just the regular plastic loops, and that worked out really well. So I've put a couple of big coats in here just so you can see how it would look when it's all filled up. I put a big sweater and a down jacket, and now you can see it closes pretty nicely. And there we go. It's a pretty hefty bag. So I'll put it on and show you how it looks when I'm wearing it. Here's the bag. Put it on my back, and you'll see how it fits as a backpack. It's pretty comfortable. Sits well. Not bad. I kind of like it. But I don't expect to carry really, really heavy loads. Just bulky things. Light, bulky things. So I think it should work pretty good. Plastic trash can become artistic works. So try your hand at something unique and different with the plastic bags in your life. Best thing we can do though is try to use cloth reusable bags. Then you don't have to ask for plastic or paper when you go shopping.